Good morning, little artists. Since video part one, a lot has happened. My family actually decided to come to Phoenix, where my husband has two older sons. So I no longer have my house or my art supplies or my favorite little musician to draw. I do want to show you one thing. This is so cool. Look, this is an orange tree in the neighbor's garden. And it's literally dropping oranges. So I did land in a beautiful place. I just need to find something new to draw. So I'll be right back.
In my Airbnb, there was nothing interesting to draw, not a single object that belonged to the owner. So I went with the two oranges that had fallen from the tree next door. I put them together like a little mini still life and used the sun as a natural sunlight, which created some really good shadows. So for this, you're going to need your sketchbook, a pencil, and an eraser. If you didn't bring your sketchbook with you wherever you are, that's fine. Just look for some other kind of paper. I'm using a recycled grocery bag. Turn it inside out and that's fine. Whatever you have will work. Start with the outline. Just like when we practice drawing the shoes with the contour lining, look at the shape first. How are they in relationship to one another? Where is the space in between? So I was drawing fine with my brown paper until I wanted to erase the highlight like we were doing in our practice ones, and it wasn't working. So I switched and I restarted. I went back to my sketchbook. Here's my outline. I'm beginning to look at the big areas of shadows, and my outline is super soft. You want to erase it even in parts where the highlights are. The only time your outline should be heavy is when there's a shadow. If you outline it with a dark outline, you're going to flatten it, which you don't want to do. The highlighted parts that were super bright, the brightest places, I didn't even shade those. I left those completely white. Remember how we shaded the frog in our sketchbook? You want to use those same practice techniques. Like, how do I make something look like a bump on the surface of an orange? Where's the light source? Where's the shadow? And the upside down, I thought, okay, forget these are oranges. Let's just look at the spaces in between, the line, the shape, the shadows, things like that. For the shadow between the oranges, the surface was flat, so my shading is just going back and forth, back and forth. But for the oranges, you'll notice my marks are more curved. I'm trying to round those out. Now, when you get to this point, here's where I like to add some detail, and then some shading, some detail, some shading. I'll flip-flop back and forth. Try cross-hatching. Maybe pick an area in your drawing and try the cross-hatching technique. I did it here on the rock. Now, same as the classroom, when you are done, stand above it with your iPad. Make sure there's no shadows. Crop it really well. And you're going to upload this to your portfolio. One last thing. These pencils that we sent you home with are just kind of a regular school pencil. Had we been in the classroom, we would have tried 4B and 6B, which have a nice soft and dark lead. But hey, this is what we're doing, and you guys are rocking it with drawing from home, so I applaud you. Well done. This is great. Have fun. See you soon.